When we first started, we were doing very small events, but let me tell you about our first big event. It was the Taste of Colorado in Denver. It was a show that we were not prepared for. When we heard about it, we had 2 weeks to get ready. We didn't have any product. I remember Misty and I staying home during the day. Trent and Ryan had their normal day jobs. Misty and I would stay home with the kids all day, and we would make bows, and we would make tags, and we were working all day and all night when they would get home. They made our displays. This was an event that cost a lot of money. Our booth space was expensive, our hotel was expensive. Going from Utah to Colorado was expensive. There were a lot of risks involved, but we knew that we needed to do it, and it's something we wanted to do. We were willing to take those risks. I remember traveling. We worked on getting our stuff ready to go until 4 in the morning the day that we needed to be there. We left about 4, we loaded all the kids in the car, and we drove to Colorado. We got there very late at night. We had a little bit of time to set up, but not much. All the other vendors were all set up and ready to go. They've been set up all day. We got there, our stuff was everywhere. We tried to throw it in and make it look good, and then we came back the next day and made it look as good as we knew how, and we just sold. We sold something that we loved, and it was at that show that we had a lot of people saying, you know, what is this product? What can I do this same thing? And at that point, we were just 2 moms and 2 dads selling something that we loved. Misty and Trent had been to China a couple of times, and to be honest, they didn't have much success there. They didn't find what they needed. They felt a lot of failure, really. One Saturday, they were getting ready to go back to China for a 3rd time, and Ryan and I were sitting on the floor sorting headbands. He jumped up and he said, "I have to go to China." There was no rhyme or reason to why he needed to go, but he knew he needed to go. It was Saturday, and so he called around to see if there was anyone who could help him. Where we live, we can't get passports. The closest place was 7 hours away in LA. And he was able to find the only agency in California that was willing to even attempt to help him. So he dropped everything and he drove to California the next morning. The agency told them they would do the best they could. He ended up booking a ticket to fly to China, hoping that it would all work out. He knew that if he was not able to go on that flight, that he would not be able to find Misty and Trent when he went to China. So it was really the only flight he could take and get that information to them before they left. They went ahead and left, and he waited in LA with that ticket. And at the last minute, the agency called and said they were able to get him a passport and a visa, and he took off and flew to China, and they picked him up at the hotel, and to us, that really is how Paparazzi started. I remember after we officially launched, and became Paparazzi as we all know it today, we had 6 orders that came in, and we thought we would die. It was just the 4 of us trying to fill these 6 orders, and we had kids running around everywhere. Our cell phones, we didn't have a receptionist, we didn't even have employees at the time, so all the phone calls were coming to our cell phones with kids screaming. It took us all day long to fill those 6 orders. And as I look back, I think it's fun to see that we started with those 6 orders and no employees, and now we have a lot of employees, and we have thousands and thousands of consultants all over the United States. Paparazzi truly did change our lives, and we believe that it will change each one of yours as well.